Welcome back to Triple D's. Um, I think I'm getting trolled by donkeys because these two stories are about a unidonkey and a number two. So my first story is I work for this company, and on this particular event, we had to share rooms. Um, so I stayed right next to a donkey. We shared a room, and this idiot, fucking. If anybody has seen Mr. Rogers, if you have not, pull up Mr. Rogers. And when he says, "Hi, neighbor," this motherfucker, because we had it separated by um, different things. So he doesn't open my area. He leans over my area and says, "Hi, neighbor. How are you doing today?" And in my mind, I'm like, this is weird. He's in my bubble. I'm trying to relax from work. And I was like, "I'm doing all right. How you doing?" Just to be fucking polite. And he was like, "I'm doing good, neighbor." And he was like, "What do you do, neighbor?" And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this can't be real. So I'm like, "I do logistics." He was like, "What does that mean, neighbor?" And I'm like, "Are you fucking with me?" And he was like, "No, I don't know what logistics is." And I'm like, "I move shit, make sure people have shit. It's logistics, dude." And then he was like, "Okay, neighbor, I'll see you tomorrow." And I think one of my friends set me up for this idiot to move next to me, but he won't admit it. So that's a level two. The level three is every morning I go to the gym at a decent time. Then I get me some tea and get ready for the work day so I can talk to people, watch my videos, get in the zone. On this particular day, there's nothing but empty tables in the morning. This dude is somewhere in the fucking area looking for me, like he's scoping out big game hunting. So I sit down and I'm smoking a cigarette, and he sits like right next to me, like next to me, like we going out of some bullshit. And he has his computer for the people that play the game shit with no headphones. And he says, "Good morning." I'm like, I move over and I say, "Hey, good morning," politely. And he asks me, like, "How long have you been working here?" And I'm like, "I just got here, dude. I'm trying to drink my tea, smoke my cigarette." And I'm thinking by me saying that sarcastically, not to me, politely, that he would just go zone in on whatever the fuck he doing. No, he didn't do that at all. So he goes on to ask me, like, "What do you do?" I explain that shit. And all of this is in a fucking week. So out of all his aggravating fucking annoying questions, and I stop him in the middle of mid conversation of him asking me stupid shit and said, "Are you fucking with me? Like, you acting like a donkey right now, dude. I don't understand. You doing your thing, I'm doing my thing. Can we just put an end to this conversation and say have a good day and move on?" And he asked me, "What is a donkey?" And I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" I'm like, "All right, let me explain what a fucking donkey is." So I go through the three levels of donkey plus the unidonkey, and I'm like, right now you've been a unidonkey because I'm trying to be at peace with my goddamn self, me, God, my cigarette, and my tea, but you fucking with me. And I explained it to him like I was explaining some shit to like a 5-year-old that just learned how to do 1+1, thinking it would register. Didn't at all, because he asked me, I still don't understand what a donkey is. And I'm like, I can't do this with you. I'm not doing this with you. So I politely get up before I don't like physical violence, before I physically slap the shit out you. I get up, move to another table to resolve it. That whole day fucked up my whole day, the next goddamn day, because I couldn't get it out my head. And it just went way left. Left field is not where I'm trying to go with it. So I think, and I'm letting the world know, to my viewers, subscribers, that be careful out there now, because these donkeys, they trying to come back. They're trying to stop the movement that we trying to create. So be aware of that. Don't get frustrated. They're trying to stop what we trying to do. The good that we trying to put in the world of addressing them, they're trying to stop it. Don't let them troll you. Don't let them bring you in to their bullshit. Sometimes you gotta walk away. You gotta tell them face to face, you're a donkey. You need to fix your goddamn self and move on. Now, my last story, because this one I refuse not to bring up. If anybody have seen the episode of Smoke Sessions, when we had a viewer and a guest audience in the audience that said she was going to juice, cut cold turkey and start juicing. And I tried to explain to her, because she's a 2, but we fixed that. She understands now. But the story is, she said she could cut cold turkey. And this, mind you, she said this on a good Sunday. And I'm like, no, I tried to explain to her, like, there's levels to this shit. You got to weed your way off this bullshit. She was like, no, she said it. She actually said it on camera. She wasn't on a face camera, but you can hear her goddamn voice when she admitted that I can do it. I was like, there's no way. So me and my man Cash on Smoke Sessions, if you have seen it, he gave her to Wednesday. I gave her to Thursday. She didn't make it to Saturday. Mind you, Sunday, she said this bullshit. And I'm looking at it every day, and you can see that temptation was coming in hordes. It was there. And every time I brought it up, I'm like, you might just quit. You just go ahead. You itching to get it. So on that particular day, she broke down and said, I'm going to get a falafel. Gotcha. I knew the shit was you talking was bullshit. You were level 2. Now that I brought the facts to you and you see it for yourself, and that's what you got to do sometimes to donkeys. You got to put them in situations where they understand and they feel the pain. She felt the pain of starving herself and not taking it step by step. But me and my man Cash on the next Smoke Sessions, we will address this. And hopefully that lucky guest is in the audience so she can explain her motherfucking self on why. At first, admit that we were right. That's what we need to hear. 2, explain why she thought that the dumb shit or the delusion she was thinking was true. But other than that, I want to say thank you again to all my viewers, subscribers. If you got your shirt, go ahead and send me a picture. I'll find a way to print it, post it up behind me. That way we can send some shots out to y'all, because we want to thank all of y'all for still watching. Other than that, until next time, this is Triple D's, and I'm out.